peace, love, and abundance. What's happening? It's your boy, Mr. J-Indy Jones, Mr. J-Indy Intellect. What up, YouTube? What up, IG? Any ever, network that be streaming and stuff? Cause y'all be sending stuff everywhere. I be knowing cause I got that YouTube analytics, and then it be showing me, be like, yeah, they be showing your video off of this search engine and sending it through Messenger and just like all types of little stuff when like the viral videos or whatever. But what y'all been on? Oh shoot, headphones yanking stuff. Had to buy these cheap headphones the other day. My other headphones was through. So anywho, I'm back at the park. As you can see, there's still a little snow on the ground. As you can see, that's how it is, but it's like 50 something today, so that's Gucci. I'm able to get back to getting back with my peace, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all ain't seen me in a bit. I just been chilling. I ain't gonna stunt. I've been playing a video game. I've been playing 2K, Resident Evil, you know what I'm saying? Kicking it with the kiddos, working all types of revenue, really. That's how you supposed to do, and that's what you're supposed to do. Like if you watch my past videos, like when I was talking about them billionaires and millionaires, like if you didn't know, like I already said, like by 2030 I'm gonna be 100 millionaire, because the goal is to become 100 billionaire, right? So by 2030, that's where I'm gonna be at, and I'm like so peaceful and cool, and even a little content, even though I'm doing things behind back doors, you know what I'm saying? Behind the curtains, y'all can't see what's going on. I'm making moves, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also being strategic. That also helps. I'm a Sagittarius though. That's just kind of like what we do. But beyond that, you know, just life in general, for me, it's cool. I don't know how life is going for y'all. It's 2021. We recapping. We had a 2020, right? How was your 2020? You know what I'm saying? How was your 2020? What did you do? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel that you got to wear masks now? It's mask mandate everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Not just in the U.S. neither. So if you're in a different country, you got to go through what you got to go through. Like, how do you feel that you got to wear masks if you usually didn't have to do this? Also, how do you feel that masks only can protect from microorganisms and not nanoorganism particles? You know what I'm saying? Microorganism particles, not nano particles, and all of the viruses is nano size for the most part. So they would go through any mask, they'd penetrate to any mask unless that mask is preventable for nanoparticles. So usually you might need some type of nanotech, kind of like what they put in those vaccinations, nanotech, and that ain't no cap. Nanotechnology and vaccinations 2021, right? So that's kind of like where we stand at now. But these are certain things, if you didn't research, if you didn't learn through that time period of turmoil, when they had y'all going wiggity whack, it's like they put you in a state of fear, but they also put you in the best position for you to understand and learn and get up outside of that state of fear and to become a warrior, like a warrior of light. Once you become a warrior of light, you know what I'm saying? It's like you a torch, like the Olympics. They show what, before the Olympics start, what happens? It's enough said. That's enough said right there. What's the first thing they do in the Olympics? They run with the torch, bruh. They run, they first with that torch. It's the light, then they light it too? Come on, man. Come on, man. So, you know what I mean? That's just what it is, bro. That's just what it is, no cap. 2020, that's what it brought. So, some people still might feel weird though, because it's still, that's like, it's certain things that happen from the inside of you but it also happened on the outside, you know what I'm saying? And it happens up and down and left and right as well, you know what I'm saying, and diagonal. So still, with all these different things happening and different feelings, masks can hit you a different way. So with that being said, how do you feel about wearing masks? You know, me, I wasn't with that shit. Like when they first started that shit a year ago, I wasn't with that shit, bro. I'm like, y'all got me fucked up, and that's how I was. Like, for real, like I ain't about to do this shit. Y'all got me. And I was working a little temp service job real quick, getting a little bread, you know what I'm saying? During the times when everything was shut down, I found a little gig somewhere where they was working, making masks, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually they told us that we had to start wearing masks. You know what I'm saying? But then they were just saying anything like face cover, to cover your face, man. That motherfuckers say all types of shit covering their face. So with that being said, I wasn't even necessarily even wearing a mask then. But now I got like 4-5 masks, like 4-5 masks in the car. 2-3 in like every hoodie coat pocket that I got, I probably got 1 or 2 masks in them. It's like everywhere you look on the ground somewhere is masks. Just kind of like how you see like condoms laying around everywhere, cigarette butts, cups, McDonald's, chicken nuggets and shit. You see masks outside. And that's just like, it came, motherfuckers said they piece, it happened, motherfuckers like, we can't believe they still doing this. And then now it's, oh shit, I need my mask. Oh shoot, I forgot my mask. First, motherfuckers beefing with people. Motherfuckers going to jail and whooping all types of ass about masks. Y'all seen that on shit going viral. Motherfuckers whooping all types of ass about not wearing masks in the store and getting, you know what I'm saying, getting confronted about the shit. And vice versa, you know what I'm saying, getting shamed for not wearing masks. And everybody wearing a mask, kicking people out who don't got the mask. Like, all of that shit happened. Now it's, oh shit, I forgot my mask. Let me get my mask, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of masks on deck. So, it's normal. President said at the end of the year he hoped we should stop wearing masks. Bill Gates said some shit about wearing masks for a couple of years. You know, everybody speaking their piece about masks. None of those motherfuckers was the scientists. But they always talking. Why are they always talking, telling us some shit if they ain't the guys who actually do the research? Why aren't we hearing it out the horse's mouth? Ever. We don't ever hear it out the horse's mouth. We got to hear it from a spokesperson. We got to hear it from somebody who's put in a position to speak. Somebody who's put in the position to speak what somebody tell you. And the thing is, what somebody tell you, somebody get this information, they'll share it with somebody else. This person share it with somebody else. That person will write it down. That person give it to this person. That person says it. Like, what the shit? Come on, man. That shit passed. Y'all ain't never played that game that you got to pass on the words to the next person at the end to see what they say when they come back to you and see if it's the same sentence that you gave them to say. That's exactly what's going on. And that's, if you can't see that, that's just like simple, bro. It's crazy, man. But still, how was your 2020? It's 2021 now. It's been a year. How was your lockdown? How was your first lockdown year? You know what I'm saying? How was my first lockdown year? Like, on a financial point, if you can look at a bar graph, a line graph or whatever, and you know how it go up and down or whatever. Not a bar, yeah, or whatever graph, a bar graph, line graph is a line, bars is bars, okay, I'll tweak it. But any graph, you can see my financials was like above more than below. And I would say above average, but right at average. So you know what I'm saying? I had an average year, but it was above average year as far as financial. But I had some below times. So I had some below times, I had some above times, and I had some average times. You know what I'm saying? The way my above times killed my below times, and my average times killed my below times. But my below times was kind of low. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this shit cool. This year, I see that shit though. You know what I'm saying? All the other years, I didn't pay attention to it. You got to understand that there's a lot of things now that we pay attention to that we never really thought to pay attention to. You know? So it's kind of like when you get a little bit of your own superpower, since we're in the age of information. Superpower, right? Information. So age of information means the age of technology, because we're using technology to inform, of course, right? We're using technology to tap in, basically. Technology is our medium to tap in with the link. You know what I'm saying? The source, a big part of the source, or the source from what we come from, we use technology to tap into it. Now, if we are directed from source, we don't need a median gadget to get to that, you know? But that's the way they're teaching us. I know right now we are at a time and age where we can inform ourselves how to tap in to that source, you know, without having to use a medium, without having to use technology. Technology is cool as hell though, like it's a medium. So anything is a medium, you can use this meanwhile without not having even to put the time in to do that. For instance, washing the dishes. You don't gotta wash the dishes now because you put it in a dishwasher, right? So you don't have to put all of your effort and time into it. Meaning then, I don't always have to tap into source when I could use a medium to get there. So I'm not canceling technology as is bad, but I would just say use it in a proper benefit. But at the same time, the way that it's brought to us, by them giving us technology first, besides teaching us how to get to source first, a lot of people is becoming way more dependable on technology as is. So if it become a time where you need to tap into source yourself, but you don't know how to do it without technology, and you're not going to have that technology available to get to the source, then what? And by you being taught how to use technology, brought into technology, and learn nothing about source first, you put so much into technology that you didn't give nothing to learning to get to source individually yourself until it's too late. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anywho, back to 2020, 2021. How was your lockdown? How was my lockdown? You know what I'm saying? What went down? Let's see, we talk about that. Relationships, crazy. Whoa. Like 2020, look, I ain't gonna stunt y'all. I fell out or had like rocky conditions, you know what I'm saying? What turmoil, basically, where the plane go through. Yeah, I've had that with some of my good ones this year of 2020. Some of my good ones, and that kind of like put me at a position now, like, where I'm humble about it. I'm grateful about it. Like, I feel great about it. Like, you was my boy. You was my boy. You was my peoples. You know what I'm saying? You was my family. You know what I'm saying? To whomever it was, that whatever we went through it. And I'm at peace. I'm at peace with everything, you know what I'm saying? Some I just don't talk to, you know, I don't associate with. I don't give them my energy, you know what I'm saying? They don't give me theirs. If we was to come about a point where we had to exchange energies, I'm comfortable in at a point Well, I feel good about it because I know you. You know me. So by that being, I, I'm, I'm. When you first meet somebody, you don't know them, so they're a stranger, right? Everybody's a stranger until you meet them, and that's how you meet people to become friends, right? So if you don't talk to somebody, they could become a stranger, right? Because you don't know them, right? You don't know them, but you do know them. So they was a friend. So it's like we're clogged up in our mind believing that they're strangers, but at the end of the day, no, they actually were a friend. And that would be what you call an ex-friend, or it could be a bad friend, or it can be a mutual friend, or it could, you know what I'm saying? There's different titles of friends that you could have, and then there's certain friends don't coexist the best with you, or they might get you in trouble a lot, or y'all clash all the time, or you see what I'm saying? There's different things that could happen with different friends, you know. But strangers is people you don't know. So that's the difference. And still, the flip side of that, and this is just the way I think, for every stranger that could become a friend, because everybody's a stranger until you know them. And that's how you learn and know your friends, because they were strangers first. And usually you always get put into a position for you to know that person. Working, you work with this person every day, you know their name, because you see it on the papers, or the boss says it, or they introduce themselves to you, you know what I'm saying? But let's just say don't nobody speak school. First day of school. Don't nobody really want to speak unless you're an outgoing person. Everybody kind of quiet, but the teacher gonna say everybody's name. You know what I'm saying? The teacher gonna put people in groups. So now that you're in these groups, you gotta work in these different groups with different people to learn who they are, kind of how they work, how y'all coexist. Lunch break and everything. Now you're kicking it with people outside, playground, all that. That's like a whole way of us learning how to become friends from strangers, by putting us in a facility besides us running wild, learning friends just as an adult would basically go to the club, meet somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking now, like I could be walking, somebody else could be walking, I could say hi, tomorrow it could be the same thing, and the third day we might just conversate about some shit, you know? Might be like, damn, what time do you get out here? I usually see you at, you know what I'm saying, some shit. And then that starts a friendship from strangers. But relationship, it was like on some as above, so below shit. So the shit the stars was talking about and speaking, synonymously, that was going on down here in our realm. So we was going through a lot of changes. It's a lot of changes. Only the strong prevail. And I'm pretty sure everybody fell victim to something, because it hit home. It hit home with everybody. It hit home with everybody. I expect down there a good 80% of these zodiac signs that had went through some shit. Natal charts. I rephrase that. 80% of these natal charts on this earth that's currently coexisting today went through something that hit home on the relationship side. I can guarantee that, the way the cosmos been. But it was a battle going on. It was a battle going on. So, and that battle led to something that gave a birth, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, when you have war, like you got something bad, you got death, you got birth, you know what I'm saying? So at the same time, we was having that battle and having death. At the same time, right now, we having birth. You see what's behind me. You see that. You see that peeking over my head. You know what I'm saying? You see that. And that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, man, I'm gonna have to stop this video. It's getting kind of long. But just think about that. Like, how was your lockdown? How was your lockdown? And how did you get through it? All right. But peace, love, and abundance. I'm about to dip off.